Well, there it is, Habs fans. The Montreal Canadiens have officially clinched a spot in the 2021 playoffs, and they do it at the expense of my Calgary Flames. But you know what? The Flames, they just didn't deserve it. Plain and simple. They didn't deserve that spot. In Montreal, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's looked kind of rough lately. And yesterday, you guys, that fourth line, would you even call it that now? The Byron, Lehkonen, Jake Evans line? I mean, they got all the goals for the Montreal Canadiens. And I understand they are a banged up team, but I'm just wondering, once you get to the big dance, the playoffs, and then I'm sure we're going to get some guys back playing for the Habs, whether it's a Gallagher, a Carey Price, maybe a Jonathan Drouin, Danault. Honestly, the best centerman on the team is still out right now. So I think it's going to look like a completely different team. Shea Weber, the captain, that's going to be a huge add, right? And I mean, these all seem like, yes, they are injured and injured enough where they shouldn't be playing, but not too serious where they're ruled out for game one of the playoffs. So who knows how many, maybe all of these guys are going to be back for game one. And then this Habs team is going to be completely different. And all the narratives we've heard about, oh, this Habs team, they're built for the playoffs, that's when it's going to be time to show it. And we know it's most likely going to be the Leafs. Even if it's the Oilers or whatever, either whether it's the Oilers or the Leafs, they got to play the same way. You can't get into a track meet with those teams, okay? You can't be going, she's a runner, she's a track star, with the Oilers or the Leafs, because Matthews is going to outstar you. Same thing with Marner, same thing with Draisaitl, same thing with 97, right? So you got to muck it up, get in the corners, you got to throw some big hits, some cross checks, get in some scrums when you can, try to get the big stars off their game. And honestly, if the Habs are to go on a deep playoff run, I think a few things need to happen. Number one, you've heard this. This is maybe the biggest playoff hockey cliche ever. They need excellent goaltending. Not good goaltending, excellent goaltending. And that's where Carey Price comes in. That's where he shines, is giving you excellent goaltending. And look, Carey knows he hasn't had the best of seasons, but he also knows that if he comes to play in the playoffs like he did last year in the bubble, everything changes. The whole narrative changes. And he's a veteran. He knows that this is the time for him to step up and help out his team. That's why I think just that alone should make it so that the Habs, honestly, they're kind of scary. And that's sounds weird to say because they're a fourth place team in the division, right? They just squeaked in. But Carey Price alone, maybe even Jake Allen too if he plays better, because he was great at the beginning of the season. Lately he's been a bit shakier. He was giving up a lot of rebounds, some loose change yesterday against Edmonton. If those two can play airtight, that alone makes the Habs scary. Not to mention, again, the Gallaghers of the world going to be getting some greasy goals, going to the areas where they can fight for some garbage goals. That's what you need to do in the playoffs. Guys like Jake Evans, we saw it yesterday. Paul Byron, despite his size, that's what he does. Speed and greasiness. And then you've got the catalysts. I want to see what Nick Suzuki's going to do in the playoffs. Jesperi Kotkaniemi's had a bad season. Can he redeem himself in the playoffs? Because he was good in the bubble last year. And then you got Josh Anderson, you got Tyler Toffoli. Toffoli's won a cup with the Los Angeles Kings. He's a winner. He loves to win. He is going to show up in the playoffs. Anderson, everybody's saying, oh my God, wait till you get to the playoffs. This guy's going to be crashing and banging, hitting everything that moves. Every successful playoff team needs a guy like that. I'm thinking back in 2015 when it was the Flames, Michael Ferland. Does that name ring a bell? Even to people who weren't Flames fans. He was just going out there like a bull with red in his eyes and just hitting everything that moved. Ask Kevin Bieksa about that series. He got pummeled by Michael Ferland. Zach Kassian, the 2017 playoffs with the Edmonton Oilers. He was hitting everything that moved. It was like he was on roids, man. It was crazy. So Josh Anderson can be that guy, and he can put the puck in the net. That is the beautiful thing about number 17 for the Montreal Canadiens. So you've got two huge pieces there, and I mentioned Suzuki. He is big. Shea Weber's another guy This guy, it's getting long in the tooth, okay? The injuries are racking up for the captain of the Montreal Canadiens. He's got to be wondering, how much longer do I have left? And I've got the gold medals, I've got the Norris, I don't have the Stanley Cup. This might be one of my only chances. I really need to play amazing here, okay? And I think that's what Weber's going to do. Jeff Petrie, okay? This is a guy who, he's not 21 years old. Him too, he's going to be thinking, okay, who knows how many more shots I have left at this thing. I really got to get cracking here. That's why this Habs team is so much scarier than they look on paper or than they've looked in the regular season. Watch out, man. Like the Leafs, I mean, I know they handled them really well in the regular season, but the regular season matchups mean almost nothing. Yes, it gives your team confidence that you can beat the other guys, but okay, I'll give you an example. 2019, the Calgary Flames finished first in the Western Conference. They beat the Colorado Avalanche every single time they played them. You know what happened in the playoffs? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. The Flames got spanked in 5 games, almost got swept by the Avs in a first-round playoff series. Trust me, the regular season matchups mean nothing. It's a brand new day, a brand new game, once you see that Stanley Cup Playoffs logo on the ice. But yeah, guys, I just want to make a video talking about this, because this is going to be a lot more interesting than a lot of people are saying. People are saying Leafs in 4, Leafs in 4. I don't know, man. I really don't. And I like the Leafs, I do. But I don't know, this might be a lot tougher than people are making it seem, and the Habs are going to put up a fight, mark my words. Now come back to this video for old takes exposed when it is Leafs in 4. Let me know, but I think the Habs have a chance here, I really do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. For more daily hockey content, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.